Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Ogilvie syndrome. Okay. I might cough a little bit today, so just bear with me because I'm not feeling well. But I've been putting off doing this video for a while now. I wanted to and I just kept postponing it, so let's get right to it. So what is Ogilvie syndrome? So if we need to define Ogilvie syndrome, it would be a disruption of ANS control of colonic motor function, right? So what's going to happen is you have your colon that undergoes peristalsis like any other part of your GIT, and you disrupt the normal peristaltic motions of that, and your colon just sort of becomes over distended, and that is called Ogilvie syndrome. It's actually also called the paralytic ileus of colon. Ouch, sorry about the spelling. Ileus of colon, right? And it's also called, I mean, this is the more common terminology, colonic pseudo-obstruction, right? Pseudo-obstruction. Okay. So what would be the causes of something like this? Let's get into that. I'm going to erase this. Oh, I could have just opened a new sheet of paper, but that's all right. So what are going to be the causes of something like this, right? So we're talking about disrupting the normal colonic function, like the colonic motor function. Most causes of Ogilvie syndrome are actually caused by electrolyte imbalances. Okay, we're talking hypokalemia, hypomagnesemia, and hypocalcemia. So what would cause these electrolyte dysfunctions? So off the top of your head, I'm going to give you a minute or two to think about it. What do you think causes electrolyte imbalances? Okay, I'm going to give it to you. It's diuretics, alcohol use, diarrhea, vomiting, or anything that causes electrolyte imbalance and that is not immediately compensated for by the body would lead a person to develop Ogilvie syndrome. So that is the first main cause. So the first one is electrolyte, right? And then there's going to be anything major, like a major surgery, right? Severe infections, and traumatic injury, right? So these can also affect the normal autonomic function of the colon. And then if you think about neurologic causes, right? So you want to be thinking Parkinson's, right? You want to be thinking multiple sclerosis, dementia, stroke. Okay, these can all affect the normal colonic motor function. Now, medications are going to be opiates. I mean, you already know that because opiates cause constipation already, and then there's anticholinergics. Okay, this is their anyway normal side effect profile because they already cause constipation, so you can just extrapolate that to colonic pseudo-obstruction. All right, now how do we manage colonic pseudo-obstruction? Let us say that you have a patient with an elderly patient with dementia that suddenly started to develop, abdominal distension, right? Vomiting, obstipation. What else? Okay, so on examination, they're going to have a tympanic abdomen on auscultation, right? And they're going to have decreased bowel sounds, and you already know that because we already called it the paralytic ileus of the colon. So obviously the bowel sounds are decreased. What is happening is your colon has, like, let's say that this was your normal colon. Sorry. Ouch. If this was your normal colon, right? And let's say it got like way distended, right? First of all, it wouldn't contract properly to move the food or the gas forward, right? So obviously it's going to have decreased bowel sounds. What do you do to diagnose this, right? So you can do a CT abdomen, okay? And that is going to show you that there's going to be dilated colon. But the key thing to remember with Ogilvie is that the small bowel, right, is non-dilated. Okay, it's just restricted to the colon, not the small bowel. So how do you manage Ogilvie, right? First of all, you want to stop giving them feeds, just like with ileus. You obviously want to keep them NPO, nil per oral. And let me just write that down for you. Whoops. So we're gonna do NPO. Then you can do decompression, right? You already know that the colon is over distended, so you can do either rectal tube or nasogastric, or you can do both, because more often than not they're going to have like the air tracking up because you're not expelling it, so it has nowhere else to go, so it would just track up or back into the stomach, and that would obviously cause some degree of stomach dilation. So you want to do rectal tube or nasogastric tube decompression. And the most important one is IV neostigmine, right?